I've been asked to speak at undertaking, just one, an undertaking convention. I was really, I don't really know the subject that well. I'm not a big public speaker anyway. And we were shooting out on the street in Ealing, and a hearse, no coffin, but 4 undertakers, and it went by. And it wasn't like the usual people in a car seeing people off the telly and going, ah, like that. It was just 4 undertakers just went, all right. Like that's
in the gang.
I'm one of them, yeah. Do you think I look like an undertaker?
Yeah, you do.
What, even like this?
It's the face, isn't it? It's not what you wear or how you behave, it's what you look like. And you look like an undertaker in a funny shirt. No, you look like an undertaker who's trying not to look like an undertaker and failing miserably.
Thanks very much.
It is one of the caring professions.
Sure.
Definitely,
Massively.
And it's often, a generational thing handed down through families, and people are very proud of it. And so I think to normalise a profession like that and humanise it.
What a service,
it's a fantastic service.
To catch people in free fall of grief with no idea, no experience. God forbid we should all have experience in dying relatives. But to take a person that... And I can remember when my father died and the undertaker came round, and there was a load of things my mother had to do. Some order came out of the chaos. What kind of casket, what handles, what lining, what time, when. And those are questions she had to address. And it just gave some structure to the worst thing that ever happened to you. And, and then it gives a sort of a punctuation. I've buried a lot of family in my life, and there is that thing, it is a form of punctuation within the grieving process of when the funeral happens, that the undertaker serves you up to that point, takes your wishes into consideration, and buries your loved one the way you chose with their guidance, like that. And then now you're ready to continue your grieving on your own.
Sometimes it does feel like we're doing 2 separate programmes. If I go off and do my midwife stuff and he goes off and, buries people. And
it's great watching those bits when they go. I was like, blimey, I didn't know you were doing all that.
Didn't know you were so great.
Yeah. Well, you shouldn't have done it like that.
But that's what's nice as well. I mean, that so many series and television programmes rely on, the sort of plot. Even in a series that isn't a serial, they rely on the plot to sort of get things going, and and to sort of keep the audience interested. And the plot is always very much a secondary consideration in mixed writing, which is is a joy, really, because you're not having to sort of crank up the things just aren't as important. The most important things are the relationships, and they're the most interesting thing about the programme. The relationship with the children and how they interact with each other, and stepchildren, and it's a very modern show, because it's about the sort of changing face of family, and how there's no such thing really anymore as the conventional family.